Pain. It's the shadow that follows you, the weight you carry but wish you could put down. You've been told to avoid it, to hide from it, to silence its screams. But let me tell you a hard truth. Pain isn't the villain you think it is. It's not here to destroy you. It's here to wake you up. Every time you stumble, every time life beats you to the ground, you ask, why me? But have you ever considered, why not you? Why shouldn't you be the one to endure? Greatness isn't handed out freely. It's earned, carved into your soul through struggle and sacrifice. Look at the scars you carry. Every single one has a story. Not of defeat, but of survival, of resilience. Yet, you still fear pain, don't you? You still run from it. But what if I told you that the very thing you fear is the key to unlocking your potential? Pain strips away the lies, the comforts, the illusions you've hid behind. It forces you to face the truth, to confront the parts of yourself you'd rather ignore. And that's not weakness. That's power. Pain. Pain is mighty power. So stop running, stop hiding, look pain in the eye and say, I'm not afraid of you anymore. Because pain isn't your enemy. Pain is your purpose, waiting to be discovered. Let's be honest, you felt it, haven't you? That doubt creeping in, whispering in your ear, you're not enough. That fear clutching your chest, reminding you of every failure, every disappointment. It's heavy, it's suffocating, and it's always there. You've tried to silence it. You've tried to drown it out with distractions, with meaningless routines. But late at night, when it's just you and your thoughts, it all comes rushing back. The failures, the regrets, the pain. But have you ever stopped to think, why? Why does it hurt so much? Why does it feel like the weight of the world is pressing down on you? It's because deep down, you know you're capable of more. You know there's something greater inside you, clawing to get out. But the truth is, you're afraid. Afraid to face it. Afraid to fail again. Pain has a way of exposing your deepest fears. It strips you down, leaves you raw, vulnerable. And that's why most people run from it. But what if you stopped running? What if you stood still, let the pain wash over you, and asked, what are you trying to teach me? Every time you've fallen, every time you felt like giving up, pain was there. Not as your enemy, but as your teacher. It was showing you what you're made of, forcing you to grow, to adapt, to rise above. You see, growth doesn't happen in comfort. It doesn't happen when everything is easy. Growth happens in the struggle, in the fight. Think about the strongest people you know, the ones you admire. Do you think their lives were easy? Do you think they got to where they are without scars? No. They endured. They embraced the pain. They turned their struggles into strength. And so can you. But it's not easy, is it? It's not easy to look at your failures and see potential. It's not easy to face the darkest parts of yourself and believe they can be transformed. But that's exactly what you need to do. Because pain isn't just a test. It's a tool to sharpen you, to refine you, to make you unbreakable. The question is, will you let it? Will you let the pain shape you, or will you let it break you? The choice is yours. But know this, every second you spend running, hiding, avoiding, you're wasting the very thing that could set you free. Stop asking, why me? Start asking, what now? The pain is there for a reason. It's a call to action, a challenge to rise above the fear, the doubt, the excuses. Because on the other side of that pain is a version of yourself you haven't met yet. A version that's stronger, wiser, unstoppable. So don't run, don't hide. Lean in, embrace the struggle. Because in the heart of your darkest moments lies the light you've been searching for. There's something you need to hear, and it might sting, but the truth doesn't care about your comfort. Here it is. Pain is inevitable. Suffering? That's optional. You've spent so much time avoiding the things that hurt. You've built walls, crafted excuses, and surrounded yourself with distractions to keep the pain at bay. But no matter how far you run, no matter how well you hide, it always finds you. Why? Because it's not the pain you're running from, it's yourself. The truth is, the pain isn't here to destroy you, it's here to reveal you, to strip away the weakness, the fear, the doubt, and show you who you really are. You've been told that success is about talent, about luck, about being in the right place at the right time. But let me tell you the real secret. Success is about resilience. It's about the willingness to endure, to keep going when everything in you screams to stop. Every failure, every setback, every moment of despair is a gift. A harsh, brutal gift. Because within that pain lies a lesson. Within that struggle lies an opportunity. And within you lies the strength to turn that pain into power. Think about the hardest moments of your life. The times when you thought you couldn't go on. The nights you cried yourself to sleep. The days when even getting out of bed felt like a victory. You survived, didn't you? And in surviving, you became stronger. Now, imagine what would happen if you stopped merely surviving and started thriving. Pain isn't the end of your story, it's the beginning. It's the foundation upon which greatness is built. Every scar, every tear, every sleepless night is a brick in the fortress of your strength. But it's up to you to build it. So what will you do? Will you let the pain consume you, or will you rise above it? Will you let it break you, or will you let it make you? Because here's the truth. Pain is your greatest weapon. It's the fire that forges steel. It's the storm that carves mountains. It's the crucible that transforms ordinary into extraordinary. But transformation doesn't happen by chance. It happens by choice. The choice to keep going when everything feels hopeless. The choice to see failure not as the end, but as a stepping stone. The choice to embrace pain not as a punishment, but as a privilege. Because the greatest version of yourself isn't born in comfort, it's born in struggle. In those moments when you think you can't go on, but you do. In those moments when the world is against you, but you rise. This is your moment. Your pain is not meaningless. It's not a curse. It's a gift. A gift that's challenging you to grow, to rise, to become everything you were meant to be. So stop fearing the pain. Stop running from it. Look it in the eye and say, I'm not afraid of you anymore. Because pain isn't your enemy. Pain is your ally. And through it, you will find your purpose. This is where you make a decision. Right here, right now. You've felt the weight of the struggle. You've seen the truth of your pain. But now it's time to ask yourself, what are you going to do with it? You've been taught to avoid discomfort, to run from the darkness. But darkness isn't your enemy. It's the canvas on which your true strength will be painted. It's the soil in which your roots will grow deep. And the question is, will you embrace it? You see, you don't need to wait for a sign, for the perfect moment, or for everything to fall into place. The moment is now. The pain you've been running from is your strength in disguise. You don't need to heal before you move forward. You need to move forward because you're hurting. Because in every wound, in every bruise, there's a piece of your power waiting to emerge. The world doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be real, to be raw, to show up in your truth, no matter how broken you think you are. And the thing about being real, it's messy, it's uncomfortable, it's not glamorous, but it's real. And that's what the world needs. Stop waiting for permission. Stop looking for a reason to start. The reason is already here. Your pain. That's your invitation. That's the fire that will ignite your passion, your purpose, your drive. The road ahead will be hard, and you will stumble. But when you do, you'll remember this moment. You'll remember that the pain you carry is not your enemy. It's your power. It's the fuel that will push you further than you ever imagined. Think about the heroes you admire, the people who inspire you. Do you think they were born extraordinary? No. They went through fire. They faced the darkness, and instead of running, they let it refine them. They let their pain shape them into something greater. And that's what you're going to do too. This is your transformation. This is your rebirth. You are not the person you were yesterday. You are stronger, wiser, and ready for whatever comes next. You are no longer the victim of your circumstances. You are the victor of your own story. So stand up, stand tall. Let the world see you for who you truly are. The person who has been forged in the flames of adversity. The person who has turned pain into power. This is the moment that changes everything. This is the moment you become unstoppable. You've got what it takes. You always have. It's time to stop doubting yourself. It's time to stop second-guessing your potential. You have faced the storm and you've survived. Now, you're ready to conquer. The greatest version of yourself is not waiting for the perfect moment. It's waiting for you to take action. So, what are you waiting for? The time is now. The pain is your gift. The power is yours. It's time to rise. It's time to become everything you were always meant to be. You are not broken. You are a masterpiece in progress. And you're just getting started. You earned your freedom.